everyone.
Hello everyone, today I am going over the demo for The Altars, an upcoming game about alternate realities?
I need to
Kinda?
figure out what happened.
After playing the demo for The Altars, I was left with an undeniable desire to play more, but also wondering what the actual game will be like. The entire time that I was playing the demo, I kept thinking, okay, this is where the game's going to just let me play now.
That's an emergency
But
flare
that
for my
moment never
capsule.
really came. The demo ends with the narrative still in full control, and that left me a little bit confused about what shelf to put the altars on. Going through the demo, you are exposed to several game systems that would normally put this game in a survival crafting category. I'm talking about things like surveying the underground resources, or gathering different types of resources and building entirely new rooms and functions for your base. But unlike most games of this genre, your next actions seem primarily driven by the narrative of the story rather than player choice. In some ways, this game reminds me of the structure of Mass Effect. You have a choice-based narrative with voiceovers, where those that you converse with have emotions and can react positively or negatively to your actions. But between those conversations, you can do whatever you want within the confines of your current location. The basic premise of the game is a known quantity because all the game's marketing materials already tell you that you play as one of many copies of the same man, who have all experienced different lives. Using a miracle substance called Rapidium, you are able to dig into different branches of your character's life, pivotal moments that drastically alter the life outcome for the main character. In your first life, you are a builder, but through the miracle of Rapidium, you can examine your life and alter the decisions that were made, resulting in a completely different you. During the playtime of the demo, you unlock a technician in this way, whom you must get on your side or die due to your inability to fix the base's mobility yourself. The game's teaser trailer shows a botanist, a scientist, a miner, and others whose profession is not named but maybe hinted at by the image. In this demo, you'll find yourself exploring, mining, building a mining outpost, connecting it to your main base, building additional base modules, rearranging base modules if you wish, advancing your character's story, having branching conversations with others that may or may not affect the gameplay, conversations that affect NPCs' mental states and their attitude about you. But the main focus of the demo, and therefore I assume of the game once it releases, is the story. Much of the story is revealed by your character's dialogue with himself, as well as with an enigmatic corporate contact from Earth. The voices are done well, and they help immerse you into the game world, as does the facial animation that shows you what your character is feeling.
Same DNA, raised by the same parents. That's quite a fair bit, don't you think? Not enough, apparently. Maybe
Through exposition driven by the actions in your game, you learn that explorers were sent out by a giant company to find a rare and exotic substance, the aforementioned Rapidium. However, something's gone horribly wrong, and you wake up in an escape pod. You quickly find that your crewmates are all dead, and by yourself you have little hope of being able to maintain and run your mobile base. You also find that this planet's sun will expose you to a deadly dose of radiation if you ever see it rise over the horizon, and therefore you must continually move your base in order to stay ahead of it. A distant voice from corporate helps direct your next move, but can they really be trusted? The demo's pacing feels great. There aren't really very many side quests to distract you here, so you go from one plot point to the next, and it feels like a cohesive cinematic story that you might experience in a movie or a good show. And while I can't tell if the final game will turn out worth playing in the end, I can say that the demo is well worth your time if you enjoy games where emotional story exposition is done through dialogue-based choices. The demo may also appeal to you if you enjoy survival crafting games, but be aware that those mechanics generally fall secondary to the narrative, at least in the demo. If you do check it out yourself, please let me know what you thought in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it. I need to find the comms room and get help.